What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It is about to be Week 18, the final game of the season. Well, the regular season, as we're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot here, whether we win or lose. But if we win, there's a very legitimate chance that the winner of this division also gets a bye week, which is a huge, super advantage, as there's only 2 bye weeks, obviously one each conference, that you can possibly get. So that is a massive, massive advantage that we are looking to try and get. Of course, the Seahawks, I don't know how good they are. We're about to find out. They are a 8-8 team, so they could have a lot to play for, and oof, it might already be over, actually. The Cowboys may have already locked it up. What does X mean? X is playoffs. I think Y is division, isn't it? That's what that is, right? I have no idea. I think they even have more. I don't know, but the fact that it's X's rather than Y's probably means that the division is still up for grabs, right? So I suppose we gotta play for the win, but if we ever get a chance to, sit players because we have a big lead, that'll obviously be something we do. Of course, I don't see the awards. I don't see any breakouts, so looks like that's going to be kind of a thing that doesn't affect us, as you can see here. Yeah, nothing going our way there, but still a win, and I will say we probably should have held on a little bit better than we did, as the Chargers really weren't that great of a team. But speaking of great teams, you already know the greatest of all teams is right here, baby. We get an upgrade for Gamble as well. Still maybe a chance at a breakout for Gamble before the season ends, but that would be hugely disappointing if he doesn't, because then if he gets a dev up for his seasonal performance, he's only going to go to star instead of superstar and gaining abilities and all that. Let's do the upgrade right away. Deep accuracy. I suppose I want him to be the improviser type, but deep accuracy in general. And nope, no scheme fit would be really nice. But he gets the medium, the deep, and 2 under pressure, which is massive as well. 82 now for that. That's obviously the offense. Defensively now, I don't know what that generate best line. That was kind of weird, but this is what the squad looks like. Obviously, Booker, you're number 2 still, buddy. Woolen has kind of earned that number 1 spot despite overalls and whatnot, but the team looks healthy. Everything looks good. Don't really know what the Seahawks roster looks like, so we're going to have to take a look at that and then obviously adjust accordingly in our weekly strategy. The Seahawks, I'm kind of feeling they have a good QB, and I was right with that. Kyler Speedly Murray, super high overall. Javonte Williams looks great. Their backup running back is blazing fast. Wide receiver Pittman, Gabriel Davis, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling lacking a little bit on the speed outside of MVS, but of course he is super raw. Well, I wouldn't even say raw. He's just not developed. It's not really raw. It's kind of just like underdeveloped. Not the greatest of receiving threats. Irv Smith has potential. He's actually really fast here. He must have got a couple of speed upgrades. Their left tackle, Tyron Smith, is injured, which is huge for us. Left guard, of course, is kind of iffy. Center's decent. Right guard's decent. And then right tackle is amazing. So they, when healthy, have the best tackle tandem in the league. It appears 2 superstars is hard to beat. Derek Barnett, super slow, but a good player nonetheless. Right end, Farrell, he's pretty decent. DJ Reader is a very beastly run stopper. And Travis Jones was actually developed to go after the quarterback. So a little bit of yin and yang, I guess. I don't really know if that's true, but Leonard Floyd outside. Isn't this a 4-3? I don't know, but middle linebacker J.J. Ziegler is super fast with some decent hit power, great tackling. Right outside linebacker Jordan Brooks is a Seahawk. Again, still looking kind of underdeveloped. Cornerback 1 is great. CB2 is decent. Kyle Fuller's not a bad number 3. Free safety is awful, and strong safety isn't the fastest guy in the world. I'd just start Alontae Taylor, to be honest, if I was them. And this guy, I get Logan Ryan's old, but this guy's just literally not a safety. He's like a defensive tackle with no weight. I don't know if that's maybe the most rude thing you could ever say to someone, to call them slow, but I didn't. Looking at their passing, it doesn't really look great, so I'd say either contain the QB or run inside. Javonte Williams is pretty good, so we're going to go with run inside for defense. And then for attacking them, it seems like their run defense sucks. I don't know if I really believe that with the 2 DTs they got, but we're going to go run inside and just hope for the best. We got a couple of significant upgrades. Keenan Woodley is one of them. I don't think did he actually go down in dev? I swear he went down in overall. I swear he was like a 78, and wait, oh, maybe he was a 78. Okay, maybe I'm just stupid. Never mind. He actually went up in overall. Good route, medium route +2. Change of direction +2 is actually kind of underrated, right? Tight ends change of direction is not a super common thing to see an upgrade for. You see 78 change of direction, after a +2. So yeah, he was very slow at that change of direction. Of course, we lose the scheme fit, but we get that zone coverage up, which is a +2 to zone and +2 to play rec, which is probably really helpful for those curls, which we usually get destroyed on. I know he's got a couple of picks off of those, but really they're just late reads rather than good coverage. +3 to awareness for a guy with 77 zone coverage. Thank you. These practice injuries are getting absurd. We lose our right tackle and our DT to practice injuries. Like, what are we doing at practice? Are we actually running like the American Gladiator? What was it called? I think it might have been called American Gladiators, where they had like the sticks and they would beat the crap out of people with these like huge bodybuilder dudes. So Rasheed Walker gets the nod at right tackle, which is not particularly my favorite moment of the season so far. But Togia getting another chance at number 2 is kind of wholesome. As in, that's where the hole is going to be some amount of time this game, I'd imagine. End of the season color rush moment. Of course, we could have wore purple, but, that's kind of just too much color for me. Now, I mean, like, we're trying to look like, we're in the pro leagues, not like a Roblox game or something. I don't even know how that works. My kids talk about it all the time. Oh, God. But, of course, Kyler Murray looking pretty proficient, if you will. I don't know what the actual touchdown to pick ratio, the completion percentage, all that is, but in the 12th man stadium, is it still CenturyLink? Lincoln Financial? Check the connection link to your router. I mean, like, I don't even, what is this place called anymore, but a great, great looking stadium, and obviously a place that we're not really excited to be in, but we need to get, take care of business, try to get that division and that bye week, and also be a team that can knock another team out of the playoffs, as the NFC looks kind of weak, so 9-8 wouldn't surprise me to see this team make it, to be honest. Lumen. Yeah, they changed to Lumen. Illumination. What is Lumen anyways? I don't even know. Of course, Wang Wu going to get a return to the 26. I thought he maybe had a little bit better of a run-up than that. Did not, unfortunately. But Gamble having a really good run-up on the season. 36 touchdowns, 22 picks, 4,700 yards. Probably on par for 5K. And, 160 completions missed out of 500 is not terrible, actually. My man just had a very, very impressive season. Of course, off the edge. Not looking forward to getting beat, but really good job to start her out. Nice little cut move attempt. Was that Rasheed Walker out there laying the lumber? And not the traditional way I would hear, say the word laying the lumber, of course. It's a DB, but for him to get that mobile and just wipe this guy out is pretty impressive. Of course, DB almost kind of cheats. You can't really go low on the lineman anymore. It's kind of a crime. Not even just a flag, like you literally get taken out in handcuffs. It's so brutal, but run up the middle, not going anywhere. And now the tight end, Woodley, who's had quite possibly the best season for a tight end this year, is now out. Of course, they're in the zone, and apparently seasickness is back. Of course, play action look, and there goes Ferguson. We're going to chill out. Probably could have gotten up the field more if we would have, threw it upfield or threw it earlier, but just trying to get the simple pitch and catch and just be happy, right? So we've got ourselves Gibbs looking to run the ball. The center is going to get a nice block, and we're going to get only about 4 there, which is a little surprised. I thought we maybe get 8 minimum. Of course, pectoral strain, not the worst case. We're definitely looking okay. RPO look, they're obviously on Tutu Atwell, so we're going to adjust. Just streak Ferguson in case it's, last chance. Oh! And that's underthrown. That's going to be picked off. That is not a low pass. It was actually a bullet, or a bomb of a throw, and for some reason it was a low pass. I have no idea why that was, but Kyler Murray, pretty tame, actually bad season. And what should have been a touchdown, of course, he maybe could have faked the play action, but he burns off the line. The corner just misses. we didn't throw it late. It's just it took us so long, and that ball is just awful. I mean, that's a touchdown, simply put, and he just misses it by a mile. I honestly have no idea. Like, speaking about how... What is happening here? Bro, what is going on? Sack him. There you go. Suck it, Kyler Murray. Drake Jackson finally getting back on the sack total board as he has been super silent pretty much the whole second half of the season. That's really nice. And they're out of the zone of, you know, throwing us completely off. But, yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'd be honest with you. If I threw it low, I didn't panic or anything. I really don't know. And Jordan Davis, really good job to take another yard away. It's now a 3rd and 18. They had that momentum because of the pick. Drake Jackson has double-digit sacks, which is very impressive. Once again, I really felt like he had a bad second half to the season, but not bad enough to lose the great double-digit milestone. Obviously, Javonte Williams not really getting a whole lot of room, as that is our main focus, is to run and stop the run up the middle this game. So doing a pretty good job of it, really on both sides. Just, you know, underthrow a pick. That's really all we can attest that to for not scoring, and we kind of missed Robertson there, but either way, it's past midfield already, and we haven't even touched the ball. Is this allowed? I still feel good about this, though. Like I said, I still feel good about it. Gibbs is going to get a ton of room and stiff arms his way to about the 25-yard line. A gain of 22. Bringing the blitz, but they kind of didn't commit it to the side that it needed to be on. And we'll take that, of course. I don't know if that's actually a superstar. Is that A.J. Terrell? Oh, there's the tight end, Cole Turner. Nobody's on him. Cole! No truck stick. Really good open field tackle, actually, by Fuller for a gain of about 12 to the 13. Not a bad play, though, as Hawkins is going to get another chance. And there's some pretty good blocks here, except for Moore. Obviously, it was a linebacker, so I can't really blame him. But maybe we should have just went to the complete outside, but a bit late for that now, of course, as we're going to have to go on a 2nd and 8 play now. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, that's a really bad throw. I will say I did throw that low, but I'm not sure why it was so bad. I also only threw it low because I thought someone was going to jump him, and they just kind of simply didn't. So a little bit of an L from us, but 3rd and 2, looking for the play of the game. And I'm not seeing anyone open. That's a tough throw, and it's there. An absolute dots by the quarterback, Gamble. On the run, rolling backwards and out, and just throwing it to a spot that the receiver wasn't even at yet. That is a beauty and a bit of a redemption play to get on the board after we should have had a touchdown to Ferguson earlier. Pinning him down to the 20. I can't really even say pinning because obviously it's not like a pinned kick or anything like that. We just, you know, fielded it well. And he's going to make a nice throw on the run as well. The tight end almost sold him there, though. Likely going to not get thrown to again if you don't get the feet down. I'll tell you what, gaining 17, but close call. As Ramczyk scratching his ass. I mean, I guess if you're itchy, right? Oh, double move, or double teamed. Of course, nice truck, if you will. Stiff arm Stearns. Usually pretty good at tackling in all sorts of fashions, but thrown to the side on that one by the bigger wide receiver, I believe. Who actually was that made that play? And there goes a miss by Tyndall, but a recovery tackle by Stearns. Javonte Williams actually getting some room there to run. Nearing kind of the end of the first quarter. 1st and 10. Oh, you guys wanna hurry up? I mean, I'll back up if I have to with Stearns, but we don't have to. Oh, that works out too, I suppose. There was a nice little bump in the middle there, which really benefited them. They had really both options. We decided to cover the opposite side as there was a guy running a little bit faster that way, but right as he threw that ball, he got bumped even more, and it was even easier. Of course, Jordan Davis trying to make a play, couldn't get there. Stearns gets the tackle, but not until a gain of almost another 1st down. Trap play kind of crushing us. 2nd and 2 from the 29-yard line. Togiai. Oh, we got to cover across the middle. We're going to go for the running back. Oh, nice cutback, but he's going to be maybe short. No, he will get the first. I'm about to say that is almost impossible for a power back like Javonte to not get that. That's all right, though. It's all right. We kind of expected to get the 1st down there. Blitz. And, oh, that was a nice trick play, but not tricked is Stearns. It was a bigger guy, Pittman. I don't know why he just threw the ball at his own guy like that, but sure. Do what you got to do, man. Of course, we're going to try to help this side as It's where our best players are, and that's where the most help is needed. Booker missing the tackle. Stearns getting it, but not until, once again, another first down on the ground. I mean, how much do we have to commit? Murray is really good improvising, so if we blitz, he can easily still make the play. He's got the drag route inside, and Woolen got destroyed. Pittman showing speed isn't the only asset a wide receiver needs, as that was a pretty good route and used that size to make it hard for Woolen to get into the play. Tutu Atwell, they're really close to the line of scrimmage, but maybe off to the angle a little bit. As Tutu Atwell, nice spin move, nice spin again, is going to get the world's toughest 1 yard. Actually, Marion Barber's was his 1 or 2 yards. Rest in peace. Of course, 2nd and 9, the comeback route maybe from Ferg. That is going to be our look. And that is going to be intercepted by a corner not actually looking for the ball. I will admit that was a predetermined, but it's man coverage. It's simply man coverage against a guy that, with a guy going against a guy that has beaten him earlier in the game, and the tight end is so open. That is so harsh seeing that now. But, of course, he's literally not looking, like, at all. Like, he literally loses contact. At this point, the corner should be like, oh, Lord. If this is a streak, I'm done. But he just instinctively is able to stop on a dime while trailing to get in front of the ball for a pick. Absolutely nuts play. I mean, I guess this guy's an absolute god. Literally trailing. If it's a streak, it's a touchdown. But he was like, screw it, must not be a streak. Made the play, and of course, it's going to be our 2nd pick of the game. Bringing the blitz. Of course, I mean... I guess I'll just try to guess what we're running here. And they're going to run that play again. Tyndall misses, but they will be short. And on top of it, it's going to be a hold, which will bring this back. Talked about Murray being very good improvisational-wise, but we're going to... Oh, that's a really good cutback. Nice tackle by Woolen, though. And his own tight end kind of gets destroyed by him there. But at the same time, we kind of disguised it pretty well, and I think it was a good call. As if 3rd and 10 here, potentially knocking him out of field goal range if we stop him. Kyler on the run. Nobody's containing. Scott. That is over the line of scrimmage. But more importantly, picked off by Tyson Anderson. Of course we're going to decline this. Kyler trying to do too much. And we get our revenge. I thought Kyler should have just ran and, gained his few yards. Scott would have gotten him. But still, this is just like ill-advised as can be. Of course, it is a big guy. But Tyson's not a small guy himself. So, of course, so far, not the prettiest game for anyone. Do we know what their coverage is? Why is it showing like it's man or something? In some trouble. Gamble going to try to roll out. And who is this? Who is that? Leonard Floyd is not better than Gamble or faster than Gamble, especially when he's beat. That is ridiculous. Tutu Atwell, maybe. I'm going to go with Sky Moore, and he gets it out there. Maybe a little overthrown, but it's considering the pressure, not a bad play. Of course, you really love to see that you have 2 incompletions, both of them being interceptions, but what can you do, I suppose? And the tight end's actually kind of open here. Woodley drops it. Didn't really trust him enough to go for the non-jump ball. But at the same time, I know he's not going to catch the ball if it's a jump ball. So, I mean, it's kind of tough. Go underneath. Hit as he's thrown again. Big pop on 2-2, gaining about 5 wide. I'm just I don't understand like why this is a thing, but okay. And there is a tough one. That should be a first down. Sky Moore catching it and bringing it in. They're going to say he's short. Now, I don't see this as a must-go-for situation. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, 1 yard. There you go. Hawkins actually almost had a chance to break that far to the left there. Curl route. We kind of learned our lesson last time. Let's see if it's a curl route, comeback route. And he just straight up drops it. Beat, but once again, straight up drops it. Not really much you can do from a wide receiver or quarterback standpoint. As he had the opportunity, just straight up let it go. Of course, great job by the left guard. And we're going to gain a lot of yards in 2nd and 10, gaining about 8 almost. Going to go with our read option. Of course, they do have that edge defender. Leonard Floyd, apparently a superstar. And they will read it, but unfortunately, they're not going to read Gibbs running in for a gain of about 6 easily. Got the play action. Let's see what we've got. And there is no blocking from Wills, who has been really underwhelming. I mean, really just all season long. I mean, just been so underwhelming. Like, I don't trust anything, like, with him. Oh, my. We're in some trouble here as our two primary receivers bumped into each other. Instead of them using the corners to bump into each other, they bumped into themselves. Nice. In this situation, it could be just a streak situation. And we're just going to take that. And that is a dot to Tutu Atwell down to the 25. That had some height on it. My man thought he was throwing a Hail Mary, I think. What is he doing? Of course, I think this is slants. Oh, nice route. There goes Tutu Atwell again, holding on for almost a first down. Actually, they gave it to him. Yeah, that's not what the play is. Running it, cutting inside. Hawkins gaining a nice bit of yards to the 2, maybe the 3-yard line. Nice little break tackle. Made it look so easy, too. Got the read option. It's kind of tough. Actually, I think they're just not going to cover Gibbs. Slant Ferguson and potentially just throw it to Gibbs. There's nobody on him. And I'm glad we've seen it as Gibbs will score the easy touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. About 3 minutes left before halftime. And they're going to try to copy us, but Cox is there. Allowing them only to get 2 yards, which is an absolute win in the open space like that. Of course, 2nd and 8. Up by 7. The momentum is apparently neutral, which I'm not really sure if I agree with that. Oh, wow. There's nobody on that comeback route. Woolen is just dusted. Man coverage with the blitz from the safety. Obviously, we're going to try to... Well, never mind. I was going to say we're going to bring some help to that other side because they have the strong side, but that could have been a free rush, honestly. We're going to adjust now since they're not clear-cut running it anymore. See Sean Wade inside, and that's just a nice sit-down, but maybe a little too premature of a read. Gains about 3. Clock's running, but they have plenty of time. So I don't absolutely hate that read for them. We're going to leave that tight end go. It's going to take the shot, but Anderson's there. And it's a jump ball won by the Seahawks. Gabriel Davis. That is insanely tough coverage. Cover 2, and he, kind of got split. The free safety did as well as he could have, to be honest, as Tyson's a little late there, but... Oh, my. David Tyree in the flesh, everyone, I suppose. No one really open, like, at all. And that is a risky one, but it is pretty damn well thrown considering, and it just springboards right off of Tutu Atwell's hands, which is a harsh, harsh thing to eat there. Guys, thank you. Ooh, the running back. I mean, the running back's kind of getting open there. I get it's probably Gibbs on that play, but if you're beat, you're beat. Doesn't matter who the guy is, right? Like, you have to respect them. He doesn't commit, and I suppose it works out. 3rd and 8 from the 27-yard line. And we're going to have to take that. It's 1-on-1 on 3rd and 8. Yeah. 6'4" wide receiver won't go up for it. Logan Ryan's 5'11". He's got it every day of the week, obviously. Now, this is an attempt I like to see. What is that? About 5 inches off the ground when you're 6'4" with 90-plus jumping. That's an attempt. That's a really good attempt. I mean, who's even covering who at this rate? Like, who knows? I can't get it. Oh, my. Nice hit by Anderson, but Woolen, I believe it was, whoever it was. Kind of getting torched on that play over the middle by Javonte Williams, I think it was. We don't have a soul in the world that is committing to anything. Like, they just aren't committed to anything here. Tommy's not going to get in there. Getting absolutely smoked on the D-line. As Drake Jackson's going to get a coverage sack there, which will take... I mean, we're not playing well enough for me to call timeouts, I'll tell you that. Oh, we just kind of left the inside of the field open. And even worse is Javonte now. That's a smart call because I'm sure they're going to be short, but if he stays in bounds and trying to get those extra yards, they're wasting the last timeout anyways. So that's a really good play for them. 3rd and 2. Chance to try and get more yards or contain. We can't do that, though, as they might just have to call their timeout and kick the field goal. From the 37, Melifonwu. The kick is going to be up and good. And that squiggly stuff is going to be on the screen for the rest of the game, pretty much. So apparently a 3-point lead into halftime is full momentum. You've basically lost the game, as we know. First line, we're not going to get much, but might as well try to return it. It's best chance to really get a one-play touchdown anyways. Going into halftime, not happy with the receivers. Really just not. Of course, Gamble had that really bad throw. The first throw was really bad, but everything else, the receivers have just been awful. They just have not gotten their hands on the ball. They're in winnable positions, and they're just losing. It's not like it's a tip ball and, this or that. It's literally they're getting mossed by the defenders. If you can't catch, you can't jump ball and you're big, what is your use? Going to bring the linebackers down, as they probably will try to run the ball a bit this quarter. Jabril, and they completely shift us, but thankfully Javonte doesn't take that little crease he had to the left and runs right into, I believe it was Tyndall. It's kind of clutch, actually. 2nd and 7. Going to try to go Drake Jackson off the edge. He gets the rush, and it almost led to a pick. Of course, Booker misses the tackle, as that's been the story all day, is just missing tackles left and right. But regardless, now a 3rd and 4, and I'm not going to try to hide it. I think we're just going to gun him. Tyson Anderson, and that's all right, as Stern's going to make the tackle one-on-one. The screen wasn't the worst call in the world, but, of course, blazing in there, had to get it off early, and thankfully Stearns was all over it. Really good job in man, leading to a punt. Sometimes a good execution beats preparation. They might have known it was coming, but doesn't really matter, and Wangwu going to get a nice return to the 43. Not really interested in looking at Gamble's game, as it's just going to look really bad on him, reflect poorly on him, but his receivers are letting him down. Simply put, obviously this was a really bad throw, but outside of that, it's been the receivers sucking. I mean, it's a 3rd and 10. You kind of have to just chuck it up if no one's open, and we're losing a 5-inch matchup against a slow, out of his prime, bad jumping, smaller safety. We got to be doing better there. And that's it's a good throw, but doesn't really give the receiver too much to work with. Regardless, though, he'll gain some yards. And here, do I trust Turner to get out there? And, I figured they were going to bring some heat, but instantly? Like instantly. Okay. Ferguson on the outside, got a couple of ins. And Sky Moore is going to have to catch this. It's a tough one. Once again, we are getting killed. Once again, I know we have a backup tackling, but, man, it's not pretty. Of course, I don't know what they're doing here. But, yeah, that's going to happen. And Ferguson's gone. That is a miscommunication, blown cut, whatever you want to call it. Logan Ryan, he's made a couple of plays today, but he is not that fast, and he gets absolutely abused there, as there's just nobody to slow down Ferguson, and he just guns it. Pre-snap, I was going to do an out route for, I think it was Tutu Atwell, whoever it was on the interior, but thankfully I didn't, because that was the key block that set us up for the touchdown. Instead, we would have been short. Tyndall missing the hit stick, and you might as well have just helped him get the first down, because 1 yard short is going to be nothing. Of course, kind of the tail of the tape for both teams is pretty accurate. Just the incompletions have been turnovers, which is obviously the worst case scenario. 2nd and 1, nice spin move by Jordan Davis. They're going to get the first, but that's kind of what you're hoping for. Confusion enabled. That's what the devs had when they thought of that idea. We just got torched. The curls are kind of open. What do we do? Nice hit. How is that not a fumble? Absolutely crushed Murray's knee. I thought he was going to die. What a play, though. Gets the sack, and will now be a 3rd and 12. This line is absolutely giving them all the time in the world. Off the edge, inside, not going to get it, and the curl, or the comeback route has been wide open today. That's the kind of separation we're looking for. Not even coming close to that, though. And here, even though it might look pretty obvious, both sides, we're coming with the blitz. We're stopping this run. We don't care. And still gains a few, but better than what we were giving up earlier in the game, I guess. I'm going to change to a cover 2 as they're just ready to throw the ball. I don't know if I really like this, but it's better than what we did have lined up. Somebody help. Thank you. Trey Jackson did enough to hold them down, but Marvin Jones now injured. He's had a couple of decent plays today. 3rd and 4. I'm going to try to contain the underneath. That's, in theory, where you would expect them to go. Curl route. And we got to come for that. Booker! And, of course, bailed out again on a jump ball. Pittman maybe shouldn't have went for the pick, but he's in position. We've seen them easily smoke us with old players, and Javonte just bouncing to the 2. They still have momentum, by the way, despite the fact that they're losing. Like, I get it now, but they have that momentum all the way, which is pretty harsh, right? Ringing the blitz. Tyndall misses the tackle, and Javonte is going to score. Oh, my. Like, what are we supposed to do if we can't tackle? Like, what is this? He just doesn't care. Not really having much of a chance to actually return much on special teams, but of course. Oh, Hawkins. Hawkins, nice move, beats the safety. Logan Ryan has got a pick or two this game, but as far as, like, you know, fielding, he's been pretty iffy, actually. With a fake again, I think we ran this on 4th down, and it worked out pretty well for us. And, yeah, once again, nice move. Logan Ryan gets beat again to gain about 12. You know what they say? If it's working, keep beating the horse or something. I mean, EA would probably know. But gained about 3 or 4 yards there on 1st and 10. Don't want to get too fancy if I don't need to. We can go with the read option's not really looking too freaking prime. Route running super iffy. And that is a damn close try. 3rd and 7. We absolutely need to get a first down here because we're kind of out of field goal range. And there goes 2-2 out. Well, again, nice spin. And I think you probably have to kick the field goal. We got a couple of yards, but not enough. But a 59-yard field goal with the win kind of helping us here. Should be good. Looks good. And it's going to be all tied up nearing the start of the 4th. Got to be honest, going against Poseidon on the open seas is not been easy. I don't even know if we're coming or going half the time. And we get absolutely locked up. Tyndall misses. Oh, nice, actually. Got a piece of his leg. It's a really good turnaround as we got lost with Cox. Lost Cox. Sometimes it's hard to find. 2nd and 5 from the 30. Tyndall getting locked up. Carmichael, actually a really good tackle considering. Kind of hesitated, but it worked out. Didn't really gain a whole lot those first 2 plays, so a chance. Jordan Davis in the double team can't get in. The curl or the drag is wide open. Pittman, who is so slow, is just burning. And once again, Murray has missed literally 1 throw. Well, missed as in, like, incompletion-wise, technically. He's made a couple of bad reads, and his wide receivers have bailed him out. Not this time, as Jabril blows that play up. Almost could have been picked. 2nd and 10. I need Ramczyk to just not get, we just, That's a good try, but Kyler, that's a nice throwaway, but probably should have just ran the edge. Anderson going to try to get a press on MVS. I don't even remember him getting a catch this game, though. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people open. The whole team was open. Oh, nice spin by Drake. Chasing him down, but Kyler. Oh, my God, thank God Drake Jackson followed through. Kyler Murray getting away easily as Brian Burns just lets him have the edge for some reason. I think we have the curl route here with Anderson. I'm going to step back, the running back, and these out routes, these comeback routes have killed us. It has actually been impossible to stop. It is so frustrating. Get Javonte, there you go, only gaining about 2 or 3. Super bendy defense, but can we not break? That's all I ask. Jabril in man coverage on a screen, and that's a really good tackle. Almost had a chance at a pick, losing 4 yards there. Like, I don't want to give him time to throw, but at the same time, like, the 4-man rush hasn't worked anyways. I'd at least rather make it really tough on them to find a read. Back in the end zone. Oh, my God. That better be on them, right? That was crazy. It was almost caught. Illegal touching. I don't think this affects us badly. Yeah, it's going to be, no matter what, it's the same situation. Our corners really have a proper bad catching problem. And Anderson Can't get in there. Woolen actually dropped a couple last week, I think. He would have had double digits on the season. I don't think he's going to have it now. All right, 7 minutes. Down 3. Apparently full momentum. I'm not sure why once again, but try to cut it right. I seen that those 2 corners were kind of down there. I thought maybe we had to break a tackle to get past them, but maybe could have just ran into their zone. Run the ball up the middle, finding a nice gain of about 6. And he fumbles. We can't recover now. This is likely coming back, but the fact that we didn't cover and we have an injury is gotta be the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. We had 2 players miss the ball. Are we trying to win the game? Once again, I know the ball is coming back. It's kind of what I figured. But like, are we serious? Can we not leave it up to the referees, please? Of course, a little bit of a face mask there, but someone else kind of brought him down before then, so they didn't call it. Jonah Jackson injured, but back apparently. See, I think this is like Tutu Atwell play, if I'm not mistaken. And there's, I mean, just a walking. Like, Leonard Floyd has been some animal today, I'll tell you what. We're going to go to Ferguson. That is a pretty good throw. And Ferguson, for some reason, decides to leave his feet. 22nd to takeaways, 3rd today. I'm sure of it. Like, look at this. Like, what are we looking at? We're just going to take that up. Ferg! Making up for the idiot mistakes earlier. Catching a one-hander while diving. Oh, my. I mean, at this point, I was like, look at the cover. Like, I'm dead again because Leonard Floyd's a god. Screw it. Not really even beating him. And at this point, I was like, oh, this is looking good. And he just does it. Oh, my. Now, like we said, we likely have, we have a playoff spot. But we have a chance at the division. If that was for a playoff spot, and we end up winning the game because of that, that would be like the greatest catch potentially ever. Of course, up the middle, Hawkins going to find some room. Well, couldn't quite get the blocks, but we're running the ball pretty well. Maybe we didn't stick to it as much as we maybe should have, but still, we've done all right for ourselves. And maybe could have looked for Ferg and Gibbs getting stripped. Going to gain nothing. Read option to the left. See maybe how smart that edge rusher is. Not very is the answer. And Gamble is going to gain a lot of yards, about 9. How come the only option is to actually like throw the ball instead of run? And there goes the tight end, Woodley, who don't know how long he's been out for, but glad to see him back in there. I don't know if he's been here for a long time, but like I said, glad to see him there at least. First and goal from the 2. Hawkins up middle, not going to get the block from the tight end. Maybe doesn't need it. And Leonard Floyd, once again, player of the year. Do we trust Sky Moore to get open is the question. We'll see, I guess. And that's Woodley! Touchdown! Nighthawks. A little bit of a tough one, but I felt like he had the body size. Kind of threw a Pittman, if you will. Pittman had a couple of those earlier in the game. And we trusted, once again, free off the edge. What a play. What a play. Phillips tries to get there, but of course it's in a good spot, and Woodley's huge using that body size to get us the lead. Of course, up by 4 after a pretty nice touchdown with only 2 minutes left. Seattle still way on the momentum bar, obviously. What are you, stupid? Of course, good shot deep right there, and he doesn't take it. Gains 4 instead. There's the momentum shifting a bit. We'll like to see it. Finally, I can play the game without throwing up. 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Davis working against the double team again. Can't break it. Burns, please. And that's okay. And he's going to get the first down there and get out of bounds again. Oh, he's not going to get the first down. 3 tight ends will actually bring some players down. I'd rather them just get the free first down, but at the same time, they're not going to bring many wide receivers in. Not too much of a threat to go deep. And the pressure gets there. It's unlikely, but 4th and inches is still a 4th down. And of course, they're going to be running the ball. Booker, this is all you, buddy. You got to stop them if they throw. And wow, our line got torched. Brought the whole team except for Booker, and we just got pushed back 2 yards. He needed inches. He got 2 without even having to get touched. No prospect of someone touching him. Jabril against the running back. Can't really get out there, but doesn't need to, as Pittman, who has just absolutely killed everyone he's gone against so far, makes the play. We left the running back. We kind of had to. Jordan Davis. Kyler Murray's getting a little wild, maybe too wild, and gets sacked. For how perfectly he's played today, that's a question mark. He did a little bit too much. Instead of just running, he went back into the pocket and got himself sacked. Jordan Davis fighting the double team. Jackson does enough. Come on, Booker. And that's all right. Stern's kind of tackling Booker there, which is questionable, but 4th and 6. Losing that timeout makes it very tough if they don't convert this. Drake Jackson's kind of been our pass rush guy. And he gets there. 1-on-1. And it's overthrown. We will take that. I feel like I've just been playing the game expecting everything to be caught. You know? It's just like I was like kind of caught off guard there. It's like, oh, we made the stop. And Hawkins is going to get most of the first down that we need to win the game on the first play. Who expects the fullback to get it? Who expects the fullback to get it? That's all I'm asking. Does anyone know the numbers? Ben Mason gets it. Game over. Now, will we have the bye week? Will we have the division? Who absolutely knows? As the What? As the Seattle Seahawks are going to give us a hell of a run, give themselves a hell of a chance at the playoffs. Maybe they even are, once again, weak conference, but still, maybe they have a spot at 8-9. I don't know. Give themselves a chance, and ultimately, here we are, finish the season out with another victory, going what, a 12-5? That's very impressive, considering where we were a season ago, just barely missing the playoffs. Season before that, nearly winless, was it? Or might have been actually winless. Regardless, a 4-point victory. Some of these games are getting a little closer than they need to be, but at least we can get off the high seas and into the postseason. Let's take a look at the numbers, and of course, we will have a stats and awards video. More than likely, unless it's really quick, I can maybe just throw it into the actual playoffs, but I do like to separate them because, the playoff, if the awards take 10 to 15 minutes to do, that's a long time to be waiting for the post, the playoffs anyways. Plus, you have the upgrades potentially, looking at the rosters, all that good stuff. But yeah, I mean, we were a bit, I don't know, we came back nicely, but we were worse off for sure. They just didn't finish as well as we did after the mistakes. We, kind of clutched up at times. Obviously, we threw 3 interceptions, but 4 passing touchdowns. Rushing, they had 1, we had none, but it was still a really good game ground-wise anyways. Of course, looking at the receiving numbers, Ferguson, another couple of touchdowns. Woodley with a touchdown. Sky Moore, kind of not really relevant. Tutu Atwell was a clutch man underneath. Sure, we didn't give up a lot of physical sacks, but man, did we struggle all game long. We got 4 sacks, 3 of them from Drake Jackson, which is impressive. 2 picks by Logan Ryan, which is laughable. OJ Moutier with a pick, which was kind of BS. And then Tyson Anderson clutched up on a very ill-advised throw from Kyler Murray, which would have probably been a field goal. And on top of that, maybe even a win, perhaps? It wouldn't have been in such a hurry near the end there. I mean, who knows? Of course, upgrades, the same one that we had before the game started. Seth Williams, now maybe 60 overall route running, which I can only imagine means he sucks at route running. I mean, that's kind of harsh for him to only be 60 route running with literally nothing even close to 60 or below. But regardless, that's kind of irrelevant, as we're not even going to show you if we have the bye week or not, because it doesn't really matter. It's kind of irrelevant for this video, as we know we're in the playoffs, so whether that's playing in the wild card or playing in the divisional, next episode is going to be stats and awards and / or playoffs, right? Not even or playoffs. It's and or just stats, It's basically, I guess, and or. Damn it. But regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, maybe leave a like. Maybe subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays. And keeping it a stack since we're kind of out of franchise mode. Whoever created and implemented the squiggly line BS and the momentum bar and all that, they should probably be fired, because that is so stupid. In what world is what we were playing in even close to the same thing as being an away team with the crowd. You can still know your receivers. You should still know the plays. Squiggly lines all over the place. The play shifting. The coach calls cover 2. It doesn't automatically become main coverage out of nowhere. How am I... Jesus. But anyways, see ya.